Welp, hey, I am indeed for Zeller, and this is some crappy quality bleed, very hard arcade attempt, one of them. And I will beat this game on very hard one of these days. Or I should say I will beat arcade mode on very hard one of these days. So anyways, this is an update video. I have some wonderful news. Finally able to get rid of my current horrible internet providers because AT&T finally decided to get their butt out here so I can finally use them. God, I hate living in the middle of nowhere. Before I say that, I just want to say that as far as this run, I was super happy and excited for this run until I made it to the battalion level, and then I just totally flopped all over the place and got hit like 20 times for no reason, and it was horrible. Okay, anyways. So I'll be getting AT&T with like 12, and there's this glitch where you can hit the guy while he's off screen and stuff. Anyways, AT&T, so my internet will be 12 megabits download and 12 megs upload, or not 12, and like 2 megs upload, which isn't great, but it's a lot better than my half meg upload, which currently we have 2 megs down and 2 megs up, but I'd say a solid 80% of the time it's between half and 1 meg down and half, if I'm lucky, meg up. But okay, megabit, yes, megabit is an eighth of a megabyte, in case you're not with the terms. Okay, I don't know, I'm trying to sound like I'm smart or something. Anyways, so, but you know, plus it'll be much more reliable, because, and you know, since this run takes like 20 minutes, I'll just go on a huge rant at the end of this to fill in time. But, so, what I'm planning on doing... Oh, and by the way, guess when I'm going to get it? Well, Monday, aka tomorrow. Oh, wow! That's pretty great. And, but anyways, so what am I going to do with this better internet? Well, for starters, I'm thinking I might start streaming on like the weekends on Twitch. And yeah, I was originally going to use Hitbox, but then I thought, you know what? Everybody has a Twitch, and hardly anybody I know has a Hitbox, so I'll just go with Twitch, whatever. And I mean, if Twitch gives me any problems, then goodness, then I'll go back to Hitbox. Because, you know, honestly, I like the layout of Hitbox a lot better, and like how everything works on Hitbox better than Twitch, although, you know, Twitch is still fine in my eyes, and everybody has a Twitch, so I might as well use that instead. And Twitch is more like versatile, I guess, because like all the websites are like, oh, you should use Twitch, and I don't know, anyways. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I've heard this called controlled slow, where you just spam the slow time button, and it depletes your time bar much slower, but still gives you a very similar effect of just holding it down. Because, you know, when you hold the button down, then your bar goes down, but immediately when you release it, your bar starts to recharge. However, there's a slight delay for when time actually gets back to normal, so you're a lot better off just spamming it rather than holding it down, unless you're in a super tight situation. Then you probably would want to hold it down if you can, but okay, anyways. And I'm thinking I might start getting into the speedrunning whole thing. I mean, I don't know. Like, I was thinking maybe Valdis Story, Abyssal City, because I really liked that game, and I've seen some speedruns of it, and they're super impressive. I mean, you know, because like I was thinking about speedrunning this game, Bleed, but I just don't know if there's enough content in it to keep me hooked for like hours and 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 billions and trillions of, you know, committing myself to speedrunning the game. Like, I feel like there's not enough there, if you know what I mean, because, I mean, there would be like, what? Story mode, complete it from start to end, and that would be it. Like, you know, like with Valdis Story, you could have like any percent and 100% and Wyatt runs and Reyna runs and other character runs when they come out, and you know, I'm sure we could make up like artificial challenges and stuff if we want to. And I mean, just there's a whole bunch of possibilities with that. But like with Bleed, I mean, it's complete arcade mode from start to end. And I mean, I guess you could do like maybe set your health down to like 1 health to start with, so that, you know, it's like, oh, you can't get hit once during the run. I mean, you know, I'm sure we could think of some things, but like I said, I just don't think there's enough substance to Bleed. Like I do really love the game. I just really wish it was longer. And although I guess by next weekend, if I haven't gotten, or if I haven't completed very hard arcade mode yet, then I might do that on my first stream this upcoming weekend. Well, next weekend. Oh, surprise! I actually beat it already. So, Valdis Story it is, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But I'm thinking about doing Valdis Story, like, as speedrunning and putting, like, 1 trillion hours into it, and I don't know, because, and, you know, there's also glitched runs of it, because, like, I mean, I've only seen this done one time with Reyna, but if you, like, screen transition and then jump and use her healing thing at precisely the right time, I just hit my microphone, then you'll, like, teleport to a different room. And so if you do the exact correct sequence of teleportations in that sense, then you'll be able to beat the game in, like, 20 minutes or something like that. But anyways, and I mean, there's just a bunch of possibilities. So, I don't know, I think it could be good, because I love the game too. But, I don't know, I guess I could take, like, suggestions for speedrunning stuff, although I'm not going to take the suggestions lightly, because with speedrunning, I would have to commit myself, like, full on to learning the game, like, inside and out, and, you know, like, if you watched AGDQ and stuff, you know how much those people have to freaking commit themselves to the game and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know, anyways. So, yeah. Like I said, this run is so sexy, and I'm so happy about it until I get to the level after this, and then I just start pooping on the floor. It's not that good. Oh, and by the way, there I got hit by sometimes, like, those guys riding on the little bunny car things in the air. As far as I know, it's just a random chance that sometimes if you kill them, then their car will, like, go flying backwards. Like the guy on it will die, but the car will just go flying backwards at you. And in my opinion, it's kind of cheap sometimes. I mean, with as much experience as I have with this game, I should have known to be more careful about that, so I'll take the blame for it. But at the same time, I feel like it's sort of cheap-ish because there's, like, no tells when it's going to happen. I don't know. Like I said, that was mostly my fault, because I should be experienced enough to know to be more careful about that. But, and I mean, too, that's why I was mostly dashing above everything in that portion of the level. It was almost 100% because of that. Because of, you know, that, what I said. And also, sorry this isn't such horrible quality. I forgot to change the quality back up from when I tried to stream this game that one time, which again, thank you Spitznackle for showing up. But yeah, and another thing, I don't know how I feel about streaming schedules. Because, like... Oh, and that was a really dumb hit, by the way. I shouldn't have got hit there. Because, like, I feel like if I have a schedule, it'll make it feel more like a chore, whereas I want it to be a fun thing. And I mean, it would still be fun, it's just, I would be like, oh, hey, you know, 2 o'clock came around, so I have to stream now. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. And I was also very ignorant there, and I let my style meter thing go down, because, you know, white, my other weapon that I have, its strength completely relies on your style meter. And by the way, what I did there was an infinite dash, where if you dash just, like, if you start spamming the dash button, like, okay, so you jump, and then just before you hit the ground, you start spamming the dash button, and you'll do, like, an infinite dash on the ground. And here, if I hadn't let my style meter deplete like an idiot, I would have been able to get a super quick kill on this boss, like, literally before she even got into any other phase besides her first one. Like, it would have been insanely quick, and it would have been super pretty, but I didn't get hit, so it's not that big of a deal. But it just looks really cool when you do it. But, yeah, this is the level where I start doing awful. Like, this first section, I do surprisingly well. This section while we're waiting for the gate to open up, but after that I do horribly. I get hit a billion times when I should not get hit. And it's pretty sad. But... So... I guess I'll start ranting about my internet providers. They're just horrible in every way you could imagine. Because... Well, okay, so I'll start off... Okay, so their pricing is horrible, because, like... It's $40 a month for 2 megabits up and 2 megabits down. Which, to put this in perspective, we're going to be paying $40 a month. Well, $45 a month. So a $5 difference for 12 megabits up and 2 megabits down. That's a very significant gap there. And... yeah, you can hear that. That's my frustration noise right there. And my current ISP also, like, you might think your ISP has bad customer service. My ISP has no customer service. Literally, you can call their offices. And, yeah, right there, I just completely misjudged where the laser was. Like, that was really, really, really embarrassing. I don't know. Anyways, because, like, literally you can call the offices as many times as you want and they will never pick up. I have never gotten them to pick up a single time when I've called them, and I've called them several times. But, so, you know, once I realized, hey, they're never going to pick up at their offices, I just got the direct cell phone number of the technician, which, by the way, they're so broke for money that they only have a single technician. Like, I'm starting to think that the whole business is literally just the technician and the owner. Like, but anyways, so we got the direct cell phone number of the technician, so then I just, you know, harassed him every time something was wrong with the internet. Which, now on to the worst aspect of the internet, the reliability. Again, I said we're supposed to be getting 2 megs up and 2 megs down. We're lucky if we get half that. I'm not even kidding. I'd say a solid 80% of the time we get between half and 1 meg upload, or sorry, between half and 1 meg download and about half a meg upload at best. Usually. It's horrible. Plus, it goes out all the freaking time. Like, literally, during the day, it just, like, it sputters in and out, and it's super annoying, because it's like, you know, if I'm trying to like have a Skype call or something, it's like I'll be able to talk for about 60 seconds, and then my internet will go out, and I'll have to, you know, deal with Skype having a heart attack. And you know, there have been more than a fair share of extended outages. So yeah, my current ISP, which by the way, my current ISP, I haven't been saying their name because my, like, the specifics of where I live are part of its name, and I make a very poor choice here and get hit. Like, I get hit in a really bad way. Like, it would have been a better choice to just fall into one of the lasers on purpose rather than to fall down and get hit where I did, because that does more damage than the lasers. So that was poor judgment again. But anyways, so yeah, so that's why I haven't been mentioning the name, but they're a local company, so you shouldn't, I mean, you would only have to worry about them if you live, like, in the exact section of Indiana that I live in. So, but anyways. So yeah, they're terrible, and I'm super glad to be switching. Oh, another thing that's awful is their policies. My God. Okay. So you know, way back in the beginning, there was a day where they set up the internet, like, at my house, and that would be my annual renewal date for the services, for your term. So their policy is, if you want to cancel services, the only time you can cancel services is on that renewal date. Plus, if you want to cancel, you have to give them a 3-month notice before that renewal date. So, let's say my renewal date is in December, and it's, you know, July, and I want to cancel. So I call them, and I say, yo, I want to cancel. Well, my two choices are, if I really want to cancel right then, right there, then I have to pay for all the remaining bills of the term, aka all the bills between July and December. Or I can wait until December and then cancel, because, you know, that would be 3 months notice. Which is ludicrous, but that it doesn't stop there. Let's say it's December and I want to cancel in October. So I call them, I say, yo, I need to cancel, yo. Well, that's not a 3 months notice. So if you want to cancel right then, right there, then you have to pay for the rest of the bills in that term, plus the next year's bills. So you're paying for a year plus a couple months of bills. That's savage, man. Okay, but anyways, they're awful, and I'm super glad to be dropping them. And tomorrow, well, okay, at the day when I'm uploading this, today, I will be calling them and I'll be like, hey, we're canceling. Because we told them many times, like a year ago, okay, this is your notice, this is your 3 month notice, we're gonna cancel. And, you know, we were actually kind of nasty about it sometimes. And he's like, alright, we'll put you on a month-to-month thing, so that if you want to cancel, then you only pay for the 1 month and yada yada. So we're like, alright, you better honor that. So when I call, I have a really good feeling he's going to say, oh, well, you never said that, you're going to have to pay for the rest of your term. And, well, that just would make me super not peachy. And then here's something kind of unfair in my opinion happens. Look at this. Okay, wait, it's not yet. But watch this. Watch. See, the bubble just pops out and hits me, and then I don't agree with that. But anyways, that run had its fair share of stupid hits, so I can't blame the demise of the run on that, because it was probably shot anyways. But, well, this is the end of the video. So, thank you for watching. Streaming, starting, well, next weekend. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. That's a good way to end the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Oh, and by the way, the streaming thing, I'm still going to be doing YouTube for sure. It'll just be a fun thing to do on the side. But anyways, see you later.